So this is your bonus unit. This is your passport to excelling at the interview. Okay, so this topic, this whole subject has been about getting you a high-paying sales job, and one of the main things you need to be able to do is nail your interview. So this is what this section is all about. We're now going to apply the sales skills that we've just learned to how you nail an interview. An interview is a sales call, but you are the product. This is the key point. You are now the product. Given what we've just learned about selling, so we've just gone through this process, we need to apply this to this. So many people fall down on this. They treat an interview as an opportunity to tell somebody about themselves without doing all the things we would normally do when we're selling any product. What's your first step? Introduce yourself, build rapport, make them feel significant. So the most important thing you need to do in the opening phase of an interview, the Monday phase, should we call it, of the interview, is you're introducing yourself with a brief introduction. You're building rapport using all the skills we did. But really importantly, you want to make the employer and the person interviewing you feel significant. So how do we do that? How do we make them feel significant? So we show interest in that company and that person by doing thorough research. So there's nothing worse than turning up to an interview with a company and you don't know anything about them. You don't know what business they're in. You don't know who they are. You don't know who it is who's interviewing you. It just shows that you're not interested. And why would anybody give you a job if you just telegraph to them that you're not interested in them? Compliment their business. So compliment them. You're there for that interview for a reason. So rather than giving them the impression that you're there just because you want some money and, well, there aren't any other jobs around, actually show them you want to work for their business. Compliment them. Compliment them on what they're doing. Compliment them personally, but compliment the business. They're special to work for this company. So you've highlighted that you want to work for this company, okay? So you've done your research and you found it's a great place to work and they've got lots of products that are going to enable you to sell and make lots of money. And now you need to make them feel special. So you need to say that they must be special to work here. The person interviewing you, you have to make them feel like they're special to work in this place. Because if you make them feel special to work in this place, that's going to make them feel significant. And why do you want to work there? Because you're special too. I'm like you. We're building rapport, congruence. You're special. You must be really clever to work for this company. Oh, by the way, so am I. What are they looking for? You need to understand what they're looking for. So the classic interview, a sales interview in my experience, because just like customers aren't always great at being customers, employers aren't always great at being interviewers. Often I've had interviews with people where the interviewer has been more nervous than the person being interviewed. And the classic interview is, so take me through your CV. Take me through your resume. Talk me through your resume. And it's really tempting because you might be a bit nervous. They might be a bit nervous. Just to jump straight into a CV. And it's not a bad start. So you just go, well, you know, what bit should I start here? Yeah, I'll take you through it. Not a bad start, but what a missed opportunity. How about maybe be brave and ask them a question like, why has the job come up? So past. Think back to the action interview model we had earlier, or the interview model we used when we were selling. So you need to find out, why has this job come up first? We need to find out about the past. We need to find out about the present. So what's happening currently? Why are you looking to employ somebody? And then you need to look at the future. Describe your ideal candidate. What is it you're looking for? Before I go into my CV, please explain these things to me so that I can make my run through of my CV that more relevant to you. And I can pick out the features that are going to describe myself as somebody that's going to make your future better. So let's have a look at it. I'm not going to build this as we did previously in the question matrix, but let's look at it. So the types of past questions. So why has this job come up? So do you understand your interviewer's world and why they might need what you have to offer? So if you don't understand why this job's come about, then I'd strongly recommend that you do some research. And it's why, I'm going to come onto it, why using recruitment consultants who are specialists to the industry that you want to join are so useful. A recruitment consultant is somebody who knows that industry. They know why that interviewer is looking for somebody. They know the sorts of things that you will have to offer. So use them. Use them. Now, present questions. What is the job? You want to understand exactly what they're not getting right now. So someone's left, they've left a vacancy. Could be one reason. They've just bought a new company, so they need somebody else to manage something new. Or they have a skills gap. They don't have somebody that can look after their web, internet, social media, etc. You need to find that out. And again, a recruitment consultant can help you with this, but apply the same process to an interview just as we did with the sales call. And then get them to talk about what it is specifically they're looking for. Describe your ideal candidate. What skills and attributes will they have which is going to make this company's future better? And then if you did hear specific requirements and qualities from that interviewer, so they've told you they're looking for somebody who's a self-starter, who's got previous management experience, or has been able to demonstrate that they have the technical skills. If you hear those things, then you know that those are the things that you need to run through in your CV or your resume if you're American. Because if you find that you're completely out of your depth and you don't have any of these things, and the answer is no, you could be really honest with the person, because it might lead to an end to the interview, but you might need to go back round that loop, and you might need to find some other things that you do bring to the party. And then once you know which areas that you're strong in, that you can provide, which are going to improve their future, then you can start to use some closed questions, and then you can go through to your CV pitch and close them down. And use this in the interview, and you will find that suddenly your interviews are so much more effective. Interview the interviewer. And then we come to the actual pitch of your CV or resume. And we're going to use the same structure that we used previously for the sales copy roller coaster, the high impact sales copy roller coaster. We can use this again. So when you're pitching yourself, let's use a highlighter again. So let's use the highlighter. So again, emotion, you're significant. I really admire your company. And I'm going to tell you about all the things I've done in my past and what I did, whether you're a graduate, what you're studying. And the reason I'm going to tell you about them is because I understand that you're significant. I understand your business is trying to do things better. Build their problem. So it's really difficult to find people these days, or they get snapped up really quickly by the other companies who can do these things that you need. Urgency, scarcity. I am in demand. I have other companies that would like me, and I'm not going to be around forever. I am, you need to make me an offer soon, and it's urgent, because, again, I can fill this role, and I am the solution to your problem, and I am different from the competition because, and this is when you run through your CV, because I've done, and you differentiate yourself against the competition. And this is a classic, one which I've, again, never been brilliant at, because I'm a very honest person, is when they say to you, so have you any other opportunities on the table right now? Which is a fantastic buying signal. So they ask you, is anybody else interested in me in you right now? So they're fearing that they're going to miss out on you. This is your opportunity to close. You say, what do you say? Do you say, no, you're my only person who's interested in me because everyone else thinks I'm rubbish? No, you say, yes, I have lots of employers interested in me. I have lots of recruitment consultants interested in me because I am valuable, because I can solve problems and I won't be around forever. Emotion. And the reason you don't want to lose me is you're important, you've got a great business, and I want to contribute to your team because you're brilliant and I want to come and work for you. And that, my friends, is the way you deliver an interview. That's when someone asks you, how do I run through my CV? This is how you do that. And again, come back to this bit here. When we're talking about ourselves, when we're talking about the problems that they might be encountering, we're going to use stories. we're going to use stories in this area. Use a story to paint the picture, to build the emotion, take them on that emotional roller coaster. So by the end, and they feel like they're going to miss out from you, they are absolutely ready to buy. They're ready to hire you.